Hi, hello, Anjul. Okay, so basically, this Anjul from India, so everybody can tap on the wave button, the emoji, so that we know that you're
Hello.
with us. Hi. Okay, so Anjul, would you like to have a brief introduction, a quick introduction of yourself to our viewers out there?
Well, myself Anjul Namdeo, and
Yeah.
I represent Indian Wushu team in international level. I represented Indian team in many international level, like World Championship, Asian Games, Asian Championships,
Yes.
and I got many awards, like states awards, and I'm doing job in Indian Air Force
Mm-hmm.
and junior as a junior warrant officer here in
Mm-hmm.
India.
Okay, so it's very interesting. Okay, because this is the first time that we have a friend from India who is doing a sharing. So when we
Yeah.
announced that, okay, you will be our guest. So some of the viewers actually said, oh, so there's Ushu in India. So a lot of them actually had a lot of question marks, and they are pretty excited to find out more. Okay, so
Yeah.
before we get into the Ushu environment in India, so let us find out
Okay.
more about you.
Okay.
Okay, so for your story, so how did you get introduced to Ushu?
Well, in my childhood, I joined
Yes.
Wushu when I was very young, like 9 or 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to watch, it's a documentary film
Mm.
On Shaolin Temple
Okay.
in my childhood. So from there, I got interest in this martial arts, and I told to my father that I want to learn this martial art, which is very interesting and very adventurous.
Indeed,
So,
indeed.
yeah, yeah. So I told to my father that I want to join that, and my father took me to the Wushu classes,
Okay.
where my coach, Mr. Manoj Gupta and Ma'am Sarika,
Mm-hmm.
who taught me to this game, and that's how
Mm.
I entered this game.
Okay. So were there any challenges you faced in terms of the language and the culture? Because a
I,
Ushu, right, is generally from actually it's from China, and then most of the movements or the technique are in Chinese. So as a representative of India, so did you face
yeah.
any issues with the language or the culture?
Well, you can say there are a lot of problems and barriers in
Yes.
yeah, because many Chinese literature are in Chinese language, not in English language, and many
Yes.
Indians can't understand Chinese language. I also can't
Indeed.
understand Chinese language.
Yes, it's very
So
complicated. Yeah.
yeah, there are a lot of barriers, but our coach
Mm-hmm.
did a lot of hard work,
Okay.
and we had videos and online videos and DVDs. So we
Mm-hmm.
play DVDs in DVD player, watch videos on TV, and that's how we learned this game.
Okay. So because of the movements, right? The names of the movements, some of the movements are really in Chinese, right? So even before, let's say we talk about like the stances, okay? So like
Yeah,
Mahu is called the horse stance,
yeah,
right? But there is
horse riding.
other complicated movements, let's say 旋风脚, like the tornado kick, right? So what
Yeah.
how do you actually solve this language barrier whenever you face a term that you do not understand? Is there a way?
By being very straight and frankly, we don't use the
Yes.
Chinese words of German. We
Okay.
don't use Chinese words.
Okay.
We use just English words like butterfly cake, tornado cake, lotus
Mm,
cake. We use these
okay.
words only.
Okay, okay. So there's always a translation that's being done for all the different terms, so that when you
Yeah.
actually communicate, you will use the English terms.
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
even when we go China for our training session or training
Yeah,
camp,
yeah.
so there all means our interpreter. We
Yes.
got interpreter there, so they translate Chinese language to English for us.
Oh, okay. So also you've been to China for training, right? So
Yeah.
so it has to be a must to have a translator there. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
very tough for you to
Very
communicate.
tough. Yeah, yeah. For coach also, it's very tough to understand us.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Especially when there's a lot of like materials from the IWF. Not
Yeah.
all materials are available in English. I know they're trying, but
Yeah.
sometimes because it is dominantly managed by the Chinese, so and
Yes,
the nature
yes.
of the sport is really Chinese. So yeah, so that's why for the viewers out there, that is why we try to keep our content in English so that we have a common
Yes.
language to really connect
Yes.
with the Ushu enthusiasts across the world. Okay, so we
Yes.
are not trying to like exclude any particular citizens from a particular country or any race, because we really feel that Ushu is not restricted to only the Chinese or the Asians, but really
Yes.
to the entire world. So that is why
Mm.
we have Anjul, who is here and who so passionately in this Ushu field, okay, to really share his story. Okay, so yes, because this is a very common question that we get online. So just to clarify, as even like up to now, we have a question here. So as an Indian, why would you choose Ushu as a sport? So did you try any other sports prior to Ushu or even after Ushu?
No, I didn't try any other sports. I directly came into the Wushu
Okay.
because it's very interesting and adventurous. I found that in my childhood. Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
directly came in this game.
So this is really the influence of kung fu movies, right? So you're inspired by the show that you watch, and then you just want
Yeah.
to get that involved. Yeah. So really, language or culture is not an issue. Okay, if you really like it, just go and train it. So your parents were open to this idea. Would they like try to encourage you to join another sport or other
Yeah,
activities?
no, 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 no. My parents are very supported that time, and especially my mother. When I got
Mm.
hit, when I got hit by swords or a cudgel, so
Yeah.
there are many cuts on my body. So,
Mm.
so my mother always supported me that no, no, you have to go, you have to learn this, you have to achieve something big in this game.
So I would say your parents are playing a very active role in encouraging you to
Yeah,
pursue your interest in this sport, right?
yes.
Okay, so as you mentioned, you watch kung fu movies, and so do you have any like wushu idol or any like inspiration that you look up to as when you train?
There are many idols like Jet Li, most famous
Yeah.
actor Jet Li and Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Also my coach. He's also my idol.
Yeah. Is he watching? Is he watching? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. Both are watching
Okay.
here.
Awesome. Okay, so could you share with us what are the styles that you specialize in Ushu?
Well, in my learning time, I used to learn Daoshu and Gunshu,
Mm-hmm.
but now in competition, I play Shanquan, Jianshu, and Qianshu.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
so in the past you did broadsword and Kaja, right? Dao Shu and
yeah,
Kun Shu.
yeah,
And then now
yeah.
you specialize in Changquan, Jian and Xiang Shu.
Yes,
So why the change? What caused
because
you to change?
my coach told me that.
Okay. So it was a decision made by your coach. So were you like
Yeah,
hesitant at the start? Because sometimes even though it's a change of style, even though it's wushu, but the techniques are pretty different, right? Especially the
yes.
基本功, the fundamentals. It's very different. So were you like hesitant to change, or because your coach they change, then you just change?
No, there were many difficulties I found when I changed to Daoshu to Changshu and
Okay.
Changshu
Mm-hmm.
because it's very hard to do Jian movement. You have to rotate your whole body. You have to
Yeah.
speed up your leg movement and sword speed and all. So yeah, it was a bit difficult.
Especially because Jian itself, it really requires you to get the poses and accuracy of the
More
movement.
flexibility and all. Yeah,
Yeah. So how did you overcome this? Or maybe it
by
was
doing no by doing training. I mean I like it was like full year 1 year I took for 1 year for this
okay.
that
Wow,
overcome. Yeah,
impressive. And what is the training commitment like for you? A regular, let's say a week.
no, the training is full of week, like a morning and evening session we have,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, like in the morning we do training for 3 hours and in evening we do training for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
you must say that training is the most enjoyable part for me.
So you love
I
it.
really enjoy the training part. Yeah, I really love it.
Okay. So as we know that you are a junior officer in the Indian Air Force, right? Indian Air Force. So
Yeah.
how do you juggle your work commitment in the Air Force as well as your training? Will it like clash or will it be affected?
No, no, no. It's not like work for me in Air Force because in our Indian government there's a policy that if you are a better means outstanding sports person. So
Okay.
there are some job opportunity you get in
Oh.
defense services
Okay.
by
So
by
it's
the sports quota.
oh, okay, okay. So it's because of your achievement in
Yeah,
Ushu. That's why they actually had the flexibility for you to choose a
yeah,
job in the Air Force so that you can
yes,
juggle your training and your work.
yeah,
Ah, okay. So this is actually a very good like support from the
yeah.
government.
It's very good support from the government. Yeah, and not
Yeah.
only in Air Force, there are many defense services like Indian Army, Indian Navy, and all the border forces.
Oh. Okay, okay. So it's like if you excel in a particular sport or in a particular
Yeah,
field representing the country, you will get to work with the government so that you have this
yeah,
flexibility.
yeah,
Ah, so it's pretty good. So it's not only to Wushu, right? It's also to across the different sports as well.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Impressive, impressive. Okay, so talking about the government now, right, in India. So how is Ushu like in India? Is Ushu very popular in India?
Yeah, Wushu is very popular among all the martial arts. Uh, this martial arts is in priority list in our Indian government list. You know,
Oh, okay.
there's a list of priority games and non-priority games. So our Wushu is in priority games. So our government gives so much of funds, so much of
Mm.
training exposure, so much of competition exposures, and also our federation doing very much work, combining the government and federation. You know,
Mm. Oh,
like our president, our CEO, our secretary, they
mm.
all doing very much hard work to combine with the government.
Awesome. Wow, it's really
Yeah,
pretty like to me it's pretty unexpected or rather because I would feel that it's not a major culture in India. So I thought that the
yeah,
support would be limited. But yeah, but thanks for sharing. As in I really didn't know that wow, there's a lot of a support by the government. So in terms
yeah.
of the training, so are there many
Hmm.
Indian training wushu? And what is the most popular age group for them to like for those who train in India?
Yeah, there are many players are here who do training for the Wushu. And like you can say in the our national competition, there are thousand and more players participate in Wushu nationals.
Wow.
And in Taolu, you can say there are so many states who have the
Mm.
facilities to do Taolu. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like uh, you can say not all that state have the facilities for Taolu especially, but
Mm-hmm.
our Indian government opening the more academies, more academies and more training
Yes.
centers for the Wushu Taolu, so that many players,
Fantastic.
yeah, many players get training, and we got more coaches in that.
Mm, okay. So, in India, so what is the most popular? I mean, or rather, in terms of the coaches, right? So, would it be like citizens from India itself, or you all actually open up to coaches around the world to do teaching?
No, here are many Indian citizens who are the specify for the Taulu and
Mm,
Sansau. But
okay.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes we open for worldwide coaches.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time we go to China for our training camps
Oh, okay, okay.
before the competition. Yeah.
Mm. So, besides all this support from the government, are there any other like initiatives by athletes or by the different oh, okay, it's okay. I think the
Yeah.
phone is excited. No worries, it's okay. Yeah, because so this is we
Okay.
are
Okay.
live. This is not a recorded. Okay, so things like this happen. No worries,
Nah,
we
it's
all
okay.
understand. Okay, so I was saying, I was asking, so are there any initiatives or other programs that is being like initiated by the different bodies to promote or make Wushu more vibrant in India?
Yeah, there are many facilities here. Like in my state, my coach also runs an academy, free of cost academy.
Mm,
Like
okay.
many other players or who can't bear the expenses, my
Mm-hmm.
coach runs free of cost for them. My coach took them to the national tournament and they play and get medals and get prize money by the state government,
Mm,
by the Indian government, and all the training facilities like weapons, like training arena they got.
Wow, this is really very good support because
Yeah,
they also organize competitions, they promote
yeah,
interaction through competition, and there are also motivations, right, like incentive for athletes who really excel in the
yes,
sport. So this really
yeah,
give the athletes additional spur or additional encouragement to
yeah, very
perform well in the
encouragement.
sport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So this is really unexpected, which is good, awesome. So yeah, we are looking forward to many more outstanding athletes from India to be
yeah.
represented. All right, and hope to see you guys shine on the world stage. So back to you. Okay. So yes, we
Okay,
understand that you have participated in many competitions, right? So
yeah.
what is your most the favorite part of your uh, experience or your journey as an athlete so far?
Well, the most memorable part when I got gold medal for my country, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
and
proud moment.
yeah, in every single tournament when I got the medal, in whether it is national or it is international level, when I got back to our country and I see the most beautiful smile on my coach face and my parents' face, that's the most memorable moment for me.
I see. Yeah, because it's really not just the effort of an athlete to stand in the podium to get a medal, right? Because
Yeah,
it really a team, one whole big team of people to groom a champion.
yeah,
Yeah, indeed. So we understand that you actually participated in the Asian Games, and then you
yeah,
actually ranked fifth. Impressive. Out of
yeah.
so many countries, you ranked fifth. So what was that the feeling like when you actually achieved such a great results?
The feeling was good, but I was trying to get medal in that, to be very
Okay.
frank. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was little disappointed that I was so close to the medal, but I got fifth rank. But
Yes.
yeah, it was quite beautiful feeling because no one can get that much score in from India.
Mm.
That was the
Yes.
first time. That was the first time anyone can get that much score and can get that much ranking. So it
Yeah.
was
So it's
real,
really
very
very
nice.
impressive. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So besides like the moment of like winning in a competition, so are there any other parts of a competition that you enjoy the most?
Yeah, there are many parts. Like when we go to the international competition, we interact to so many players, like so many different countries players, which are very good from me. I learned a
Yeah.
lot from them too, and
Mm-hmm.
I interact with them in the online like I'm doing with you.
Mm-hmm.
So we share the experience, we share the training sessions, we share the training methods. So by this, we learned a lot.
Yeah, so it's really about sharing the interest and passion and really getting
Yeah,
to meet athletes across the world. So are there
yeah.
any like athletes that you look forward to meeting every competition?
Yeah, there are many athletes. Like some of Chinese athletes are there.
Mm-hmm.
With them, I got chance to train with them in Shandong or in Beijing.
Okay.
So yeah, so I really want to meet them again. And
So
some of
yeah, go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, some of my friends from France also.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
it's really a good experience. It's really meeting friends across the world coming together.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So so I was actually looking through and I realized that in the previous World Wushu Championships, India
yeah,
actually got their first ever gold medal at the World Games at the World Championships, which is from the
yeah,
Santa. So was that
yes.
how did that actually like boost the morale of the Indian team?
It was very impressive moment for us. Like by getting the gold medal in World Championship for the very first time in Sanda,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
our government was very serious about this game, and they
Mm-hmm.
got many much support. And by this gold medal, our players get very motivated. You know,
Mm.
like everyone is thinking now that if he can, why can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they are doing much training, and hopefully we will get more gold medals in the next World Championship.
Yes. So do you
Yeah, we are
feel
getting into it.
yeah, so does the Taolu team feel stressful because we actually get a medal from the Santa component? So does the Taolu athletes give yourself any pressure to really like to perform well in the next game?
Yeah, our Taulu team is very stressful now. Even our Taulu coaches are too, because they have now very stressful job now. because they also want to get gold medal. Not only gold medal, even any medal they can get in World Championship, because World Championship is very tough competition.
Yeah.
So we all trying very hard. We are combined with the Chinese Association also. We are planning to go China again for the training exposure.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So yeah, we are doing very lot.
But I think we shouldn't take it like negatively, or rather we should take it
Yeah,
as a positive energy, right? As a good
yeah.
a motivation for everybody to work hard together and improve together and do India proud. Yeah, so
Yeah,
no
yeah.
worries, all right? Just keep working hard, and I believe that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
all
yeah.
can achieve it. Okay, so how is the situation of COVID-19 in India? How has it like impacted like you guys there?
Yeah, it is infected very much, like almost 100,000 people are infected here.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so everything is locked down here.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow we managed to do training
All right.
in our houses, in our bedroom, or in our terrace. We are doing training
Yes. So,
so
so what
that
are the
we can
kinds
keep
of
fit.
training that you can do at home?
Like not much, but yeah, basics like sword
Okay.
basics, spear basics, and some movement basics, some strength training, some
Mm-hmm.
explosive strength training we can do in our home.
Okay. So that
Yeah,
is how you actually maintain your training, right? Because I think as an
yes,
athlete, it's pretty scary sometimes if we were to go on a very long break, because our
yes.
stamina, our form may actually deprove over time. So we really need to have the
Yeah,
consistency along the way. And yes, I understand that there is actually a online competition, right? Online Ushu competition in
yeah.
India. Could you share a little bit more about the entire how is it being organized, and how yeah, the participation experience was it like for you?
Well, that was a great initiative by our Wushu Association of India. Like they thought that not every player get a full rest in their home, because if they
Mm-hmm.
go to the full rest in their home, they should get more fat on out of form.
Yeah, that is normal,
Yeah,
right? Because you stay at home, there's nothing much you can do. You start eating, right? And then yeah, you start
yeah,
to gain weight. And then if you don't
yeah,
exercise, then you get better, right?
yeah.
So yeah, so that
So
was the main objective. And yeah, sure, share with us a bit more.
yeah, our CEO, our CEO got this idea that we should arrange an online tournament for only Taolu competition.
Okay,
And in this competition, you have to do like two
okay.
full sets of your event, but none of degree of difficulty, none
Mm-hmm.
of jump. Just you have
Mm-hmm.
to do moments as much as you can do, and
Okay.
you have to do those movements with full of power, full speed
Mm-hmm.
in front of this online camera.
Okay. So it is being is a video that you submit, or it was a live video setting?
No. It was live. It was live
Oh,
tournament.
that means you actually go online, and then there's a camera. So the
Yeah,
judges will be watching you, like let's say now it's a
yeah,
live
yeah,
video.
yes.
Okay. So what if those athletes who don't have enough space at home? So how do you like showcase your movements?
They use terrace
Oh, so it's
because
static position.
yeah, because in our country we didn't allow to go outside to the home.
Yes.
So
Okay.
yeah, we used the living room or the terrace.
So are there any requirements in the routine that you did? That means must there be any nantu, or must there be any like particular requirements of movements, yeah, for you to participate in this competition?
No. There was no any specified requirement like you don't have to do Nandu. Especially that was a special instruction from the our federation that you don't have to do Nandu, because some
Okay.
of player can't do Nandu perfectly, and if they perform that, then they will get injured too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
how
our
so how are the athletes being judged in this competition?
in this competition, athletes been judged by their overall performance and their power, and then speed of not speed of a full event, the speed of moment and accuracy of your movements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by
Okay.
this they will get judged.
So is there any like time requirement, like how long your routine must
Yeah,
be? Oh.
not more than 1 minute, but I mean you can say 30 seconds to 1 minute. You have to perform in front of the camera.
Okay, impressive. So I understand that you also participated in the competition, right? So
Yeah.
so how did you fare for this competition?
I just did my part. I have to do my event. I just did my part and left. Other than that, our judges judged me and they gave me a score.
Yep. Okay, and I think you
Yeah.
did very well, right? I think you attained
Yeah.
a good results, right? Would you like to
Yeah, I
share with us
got
your proud moment?
yeah, I got the gold medal in my both event. I performed in Shanquan and Jiangsu.
Awesome.
So yeah, all over the India, I got the gold medal again.
Nice. So,
Yeah,
okay,
thank
just
you.
as a question. So that was the Changchuan and the Jiansu, right? So, is
Yeah.
it because of space issue that you didn't join the Changshu, or there wasn't this event in the competition?
No, no, because of a space problem, I didn't join the Jiangsu because I don't want to hit
Okay.
my mirror.
Also, for the athletes who have bigger space, they can actually join the long weapon event.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see, I see. But this is really a very good initiative, right? Because
Yeah.
yeah, rather than like just staying at home and like just watching TV or just
Yes.
enjoy your food, you actually have the motivation to keep training and
Yeah.
really um perform. Have a platform to
Yes.
perform so that you keep your stamina right there. Okay, so from
Yes.
a personal perspective, what does Ushu means to you? Especially you have been doing Ushu for so many years, right? So what
Yes.
does Ushu means to you?
Well, nowadays you can say Wushu is the way of life for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
every training session, every competition, and every small competition, I enjoy to participate in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Wushu, I got job. I got junior officer in Indian Air Force, and because of Wushu, I got so many things. So yeah, this is much intense for me. Yeah.
So really, so do you think Ushu actually give you a lot like bigger and more opportunities in your life?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's why it never like so called as in all hard work pay off, right? As in that
Hmm.
there's always a good outcome if you really work hard. Okay,
Yes.
so let us see what are some of the questions that the viewer actually have. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, we have a question here. Okay, how do you manage your training and your work in the Air Force? So yeah, maybe this viewer had just came in, so probably would you like to answer this question?
Yeah. Like in Indian Air Force, we joined by the sports quota.
Mm-hmm.
So our job is just doing training morning and evening in
Yeah.
the force and playing from the Air Force stream in national level competition and get medals for our team. That's our job only.
So it's really a good platform for you to balance both work and training. So it doesn't
Yeah.
compromise, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
this
Yes.
is a really good initiative. Okay. And okay, so we have this question. So what kind of training do you do at home since that the space is limited? Yeah. So
Yeah.
how do you do your
In
training?
this in this pandemic, we can do just a strength training workout in our
Mm-hmm.
home and some of basic stances, some of basic movements and the correction of our movements and short movements. So yeah, we do basics more and strength exercise more. And sometimes yes, for for a stamina, we do standing running. You know, you can understand that like
Yes.
on
Yep.
treadmills or on cycling.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we do
these are
something.
the training that we can do that he's doing at home that requires
Yeah,
a minimal space. So there is no reason for you to not move at home, right? There's no
yeah,
excuses. So whatever
yeah,
it is, you have a limited space. All we need to do is really tweak your training plan or tweak the training methods, and that's
yeah.
definitely a way for you to train at home.
Yeah,
Oh,
even my childhood coach supported me for that. They gave me the
mhm.
schedule for the home workout,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
following that only.
So the coach also have a good plan of training schedule that is
Yeah,
given out to the athletes for them to follow. So there is
yeah,
no way you can escape, right, from your coaches.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, the next one is how do you actually train your explosiveness? Yeah.
You can explosive training. You can go for the stair running or stair stepping or some box jumps and some squats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for that. by this we can gain some explosive strength.
So stairs and leg training are critical. Okay, so
Yeah.
back to training, right? So since we are talking about training, so how do you manage to improve or work on your Nandu? Because Nandu is really one of the biggest factor when it comes to freestyle routine. So
Yeah.
yeah, how do you actually work on that? Is there any like tips that you want to share or any like secret formula that you actually adopt?
Not none of the secret formula. I just followed the Chinese video. I used to watch many Chinese videos of Nandu training.
Mm-hmm.
So by that, I got some ideas to how to perform that in competition and how to do
Yes.
training for our Nandu.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I have some special things that
Yeah.
I have my special style to perform Nandu. Like
Mm-hmm.
some of you can see some of Chinese go run by very fast and then jump,
Yes.
but mine stepping is little bit slow. Like first and second step I put slow, and then third and fourth step I put speed for the
Mm.
explosiveness. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I do the jumps.
Okay. So this is your preferred way, right? So yeah, there are
Yeah,
many ways that you can actually do a particular move. So it
yeah,
really up to your individual preference and your individual style
yeah, yeah,
to make the
yeah,
move yours. Yeah. So this is actually one
yeah.
of the common challenge faced by athletes. You know, sometimes when they watch the video, right, they're so excited. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to do this. Then they just
Yes, yes, yes.
copy and imitate the movements and hope to be like the athlete in the video. But you have to understand that everybody is different. Maybe our strength is
Everybody have
different.
their different styles. Yeah,
Yeah, so the size is different, the build is different. So the methods that we adopt varies according to individuals. So this is actually
yeah.
a very good tip, right, that he has shared, so that we will not, just follow the movements blindly and ask yourself, hey, why am I not improving? Because you got to make your
It's
Ushu
like,
movement your style.
yeah, it's like you can learn the technique by them, but don't follow for fully of them. Like you have your own individual styles, you have your own body styles, not
Mm.
everybody is same. Everyone
Yes.
has the different body style, everyone have the different strength. So we have to go by that.
Yeah. Okay, so talking about Nandu, so did you face any injury when you are training before?
Don't say that. I faced a lot of injuries.
Oh my
Like,
god.
yeah, like when I was learning the twist butterfly, I fall down
Mm.
on the platform on the platform by my mouth, just
Oh my
like this.
god.
Yeah,
Wow. Then
and
yeah. So did you so does that stop you from your training or like discourage you from training? Don't you have the phobia
no, no,
that
no,
the
no,
next time
no,
you jump you will look at the floor and then you will like remind of your
no, no, no.
injury?
Whenever I fall down on the carpet by performing any jump, after that I got more confidence that yes, that I did this mistake. Next time I won't do this mistake, and my jump is perfect.
Okay. So so to you it's quite common to get injured, right?
Yeah,
Or
very
like
common.
that. So did your parents like raise their concerns about the safety?
And my father was so scared that time that I got injured on my face,
Mm-hmm.
and I also injured my both knee also by performing jumps
Okay. How
sometimes.
serious was that? And how serious is the injury? So what was it like? What caused the injury?
Not that much serious, but yeah, some meniscus tears.
Mm.
So I did rest for 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So did
So
that like discourage you? No, or
no,
it
no, no,
motivates
no.
you further?
None of them discouraged me. That gave
Mm.
me more confidence that next time I can do better.
Wow. So this is really a very good mindset because I spoke to like different athletes, right? So sometimes after suffering from an injury,
Yeah.
negative thoughts start to come in. Like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
yeah, you shouldn't like risk your health or your fitness, or maybe when you do certain movements in the future, you will have this phobia of performing. But I don't think this works for. I mean, this is the way for you, right? I think you treat all
Yeah.
the setback as a push as a motivation for you.
Like it's a sports, and it's like really normal to get injured in the sports life.
Yeah.
That's the player's life. So you don't have to fear about this.
Mm.
Just
So
follow,
it
just follow, just follow your doctor.
yeah yeah. So seek professional advice and follow. Okay, don't rush into the recovery. Okay, make sure you
Yes.
recover fully then you start training. Because some of the athletes are, they're very eager, right? They were like, okay, cannot, competition is coming, I got to work very hard. So even though they have not recovered, they still go for training, and then they
Yeah.
sustain a longer term injury. Okay, so
Yes.
take good care of your health, athletes. Okay, we have a very interesting question here. So in India, do you all get to watch Donnie Yen Ip Man movie? So
Yeah,
the cinemas or the movie theater screen movies like Ip Man.
yeah, all the four parts of it, man. I watched them, and yes, in screen also they showed in a screen and in the multiplex in India.
Okay.
So Donnie Yen is very popular in India too.
So he's really an international star, okay? Not just
Yeah,
the Asia, not the Chinese market, but it's really in the West part and in India as
yeah,
well. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So just curious. So when you watch the movie, right? Is it in Chinese and then there's subtitles, or they do the translation?
No, no, no. They do the translation in Indian language too.
Oh, okay. So when you watch the movie itself, it would be Yip Man speaking in Indian.
Yeah. Donnie Yen is speaking in Indian language.
Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
because different countries they actually adopt different methods, right? Especially in the cinema when it's not your main country's language, then
yeah,
they can either do a subtitle or they can actually like translate the whole movie. Actually, very
yeah.
curious how it's actually like, you know, like you hear Donnie Yen speak in like Indian. I think it's gonna be like a very interesting experience.
Actually, there were so many lines. I mean, full of the film in Indian language. So there are so many lines, but we can understand the lip sync, like
Mm.
lip sync going other ways and the translation going in other way.
So it doesn't match sometimes, is it?
Yes, 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 yes.
I see. Okay, we have a question below. If you are not a Ushu player, what would you like to do?
Well, I was pretty good in the study too. So if I was not a Wushu player, then I surely want to be a scientist.
Okay. Is there
Yeah,
any particular field of science that you want to you would like to explore?
astronaut.
Astronaut. Oh,
Yeah,
so you want to go to
I
the
want to
moon or
explore.
go to the
I want
space?
to. Yeah, I want to explore the space.
Yeah, awesome. So you see, every athlete, has our own ambition, right? It's not just Ushu, and then people will keep having the mindset that okay, Ushu athletes, your end goal is Ushu, or let's say
Yeah,
you are a student, you will just aim for like being a professor or whatsoever. So everybody have their own aspirations. It may not be
yes.
related to the sport. All right. So yeah, it's pretty good to see a different side or different way of thoughts from you. Okay. Next question. So yeah. So do you have any future plans to promote Ushu in India?
Yeah,
Ah,
I have so many plans to promote my game in India. Like I am in Indian Air Force. I am like a junior officer. So afterwards, I will be coach
yes.
in force, and then I want to open an academy in my hometown.
Wow.
Yeah, Wushu Academy in my hometown, so that more players get into it. And you know, Wushu is also very good for self-defense training too. So
Yes.
some
Yes.
of
Yes.
them, yeah, some
Definitely.
of them get self-defense training too. And if you want to make their career in this game, then surely they will get the training by me. And
Mm.
I will teach more players, more and more players.
So that you can continue to promote the sport, so that more people
Yeah,
practice it, and that becomes a trend, right, in
yeah,
India.
and yes, I'm trying very hard to get medal in Taolu. You know, Indians
Mm.
didn't get specified medals in World Championship and Asian Championship and Taolu competition. So if I will get a medal in those competition,
Yeah.
then more players can follow me, and
Mm.
I can be the inspiration for them. And if I will
Yeah.
then afterwards I will open my academy,
Mm-hmm.
so I can teach players in very good way.
Mm. Okay. So as you mentioned that you aspire to attain like good results in the competition, right? So from a personal perspective, what would be your area of improvements to attain greater results in competition?
Well, the main area is our degree of difficulty. You know, like
Mm.
Indians can do 540 degree easily, but we are trying to get 720 degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in the if we can perform 720 degree in the competition, so I guess we can get more score. Like
Mm.
I did 540 degree in Asian Games,
Okay.
and by the good moments I got the fifth rank. And if
Mm.
that time I can do that 720 degree, then possibly I got the medal.
Mm. Yeah, because now, especially in the international competition, right? We also observe
Yeah.
that the standard is also getting better, right? In the
Yes.
past, if you
Yes.
can
Yes.
do
Yes.
540, it's considered very impressive. But
Yeah.
now it's like when you see the top ranking athletes, most of them are already doing 720,
Seven
and
twenty
the
degree. Yes. Yes.
720
Yes.
is it's like so easy for them, right? It's like pop pop, and then they land so stable. Yeah, so even though it looks easy, but the training to get that is really really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is the training for your 720 coming along? Are you getting near there or already there? Or still working hard
Yeah,
to achieve it?
I'm doing working hard for that. Like I am doing twisting fully, but just I have to work on the landings. But now
Mm.
because of this COVID-19, I can't do that training.
Ah, all right. So you see,
Yeah.
we have to even though like and you have this very big goal, right? But in between
Yeah.
itself, there are many small goals or target that we need to achieve. So, for example, to get bigger results in the major game.
Yeah.
So for him, he knows
Yeah.
that okay, I want to work on the difficult movement, the Nantu. So that's where he has to set a goal to improve his Nantu to attain a 720. So do you
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
a date, like a specific period when you want to achieve this?
Yeah. I just want to achieve the medal in next World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And if our game Wushu, which is already includes the Youth Olympics,
Yes,
so yeah, our Wushu
it's a
already
very
includes the
proud
Youth
moment.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Very proud moment. Yes. So if the Wushu also included in Summer Olympics, then surely I want to get medal in that.
Right, it's really a very proud moment, right, when we can finally
Yeah.
see the Ushu starting to appear in more international competition, and it has always been a lot of a enthusiast dream to see Ushu in
Yeah.
the Olympics because that's really one of the biggest games ever, and definitely there's a small little milestone where Ushu is being included in the Youth Olympic Games. So we are
Yeah.
getting one step at a time. Maybe
One
one
step
day,
closer. Yeah.
yeah, then we will see Ushu in the
I'm
Olympics.
yeah. I'm hoping that in 2024 we can get Wushu in the Olympics.
Yeah. So everybody, all the Ushu community, we got to continue to work hard to promote Ushu, right?
Yeah.
This is a team
Yeah.
effort. So this is why Ushu stars like to talk to people across the world, because we
Yeah.
observe that even though everybody is putting in their own effort in their own country, but the thoughts or the sharing doesn't get communicated across the world.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why Ushu staff actually try to bring athletes from different countries together, and as a collective
That's really a
voice, as a
good
collective
initiative, I can
community,
say. Yeah.
yeah, we got to promote Ushu together. Yeah. Okay. So we have another question. So, do you aspire to be a Ushu coach or a judge after you retire as an athlete?
Yeah, I really want to be a good coach in the Wushu. I really want
Yeah.
to train our junior players and more players in Wushu,
Okay. So, are
so
you
that
training
our
any
Wushu.
athletes now? Are you coaching
No,
any
no, no,
athletes
no,
now?
no, no,
But
no,
you're
no. I'm
focusing
just
on
doing my
training,
training.
right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I see, I see. Okay, so yeah, so as we mentioned, retirement, right? So have you ever thought of like retiring as an
No, no, no,
athlete?
no. No, 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 no. I didn't think like that now because I have many
Okay.
goals. And afterwards,
Mm,
like I got fifth rank in Asian Games. Now I want to
yeah.
convert that in medal in
Mm,
2022.
okay.
And then got medal in World Championship. And then I have to get the award, national level
Mm,
award in my country.
mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
best player of the year award of the country. I want to get that. So that's why I'm
Represent
doing more.
Ushu. Represent
Yeah,
Ushu. Yeah,
yeah,
really, really. Because when an individual excel in a sport, and get a national recognition, it's really a big push, or a
yeah,
big a publicity for the sport in the
yeah,
country. Yeah,
yeah.
awesome. So really, you have never set a deadline on when you want to so-called like step down as an athlete.
Yeah, I set the line like after the 2022 Asian Games, if I get the
Okay.
medal. So after that, I will think about that.
But
Yeah,
but the main focus now is really to push yourself, right?
yes, 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 yes. But
Yeah,
before
because this
medal,
is
I
full
can't
time
think
workout.
about retiring.
So in his head now is all about achieving his goal. So please do not put an end goal in his mind, right?
Yeah,
Say,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
when do you want to retire? I'm not ready. I'm still wanting to achieve good results. Yeah,
Yeah.
impressive, impressive. Okay, so let's see what other questions do we have. Okay, okay, we have a question here. So, what is the key to your success?
Well, the key of success is doing the training continuously, doing achieving your goals and focusing on your goals,
Mm-hmm.
and just set an aim. And by helping with your by help by your coach,
Uh-huh.
like my both childhood coach supports me very much, and they gave me schedule wherever in the other city. If I'm in the other city, they talked with me on cell phone and gave me schedule in WhatsApp, and then I perform like that, and I do train.
Mm. So
And
even
that's the
though you
only
are
key to
not,
success.
so even though you are not at home or you are traveling to other states, other country, there's
Yeah,
a constant communication and commitment to your training.
yeah.
This is really not easy, you know, because you really have to keep like focusing on like your progress, right?
You, my childhood coaches are very practical. They always want me to go ahead and ahead. They always want me to do good in my life.
Yes. So I think this is a very good point also, you know, as an athlete, when you are progressing in the sport, it's not only the
Yes,
sports, right? You're also improving your quality of life, the way you
yes, yes, yes.
think and the way you react to different challenges. Okay, so honestly, given the intense training and the commitment, right? Have you ever felt lazy before? Like, or maybe one day a
Some
break, or or like
some
a
days,
day
yeah.
to yeah. So what do you do?
Basically,
Yeah.
basically, you can say when Sundays come. So
Yeah.
on Saturday, I feel very lazy that tomorrow is Sunday. I have to do rest tomorrow.
So what do you normally do during your rest day to recharge yourself?
Like we have recreation training session that time.
Okay.
Like we play other sport, like you can say
Uh-huh.
volleyball. We play badminton.
Yeah.
So when
So
we don't do training, so we used to play other games. We have to, generate our body,
mm,
like not go on fully rest, like
mm.
medium rest.
Okay, okay. So other than sports, so do you have any other hobby that we do not know? Or like how do you spend your time so that you get to relax more?
Very frankly saying, I have two hobbies, sleeping and
Okay.
eating.
This is the most practical hobby, right? Eating and
Yeah,
sleeping. Eating like you recharge to start make you happy, and then when you
yeah,
sleep, you get the ample rest. Yeah.
yeah.
So don't you find your lifestyle monotonous? Like okay, it's always eat, sleep, ushu, eat, sleep, ushu.
No, 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 no. Like I love my games very much. So by doing Wushu, I got more happiness in my life. And
Mm,
after that, when I do train, I was so tired that I just see my bed and I go and
mm,
sleep.
mm. So if you are really passionate about what you are doing, even though it's tiring, you will always find that whatever you are doing is worth it, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So with your aspirations and with your motivation, where do you see India Ushu progress in the next 5 years?
Well, our government and our Wushu Federation of India doing very much and very good works in these games because it's popular among all the martial arts in India.
Yeah.
So, with the support of our federation and Indian government and Indian Sports Ministry, in next 5 years, Wushu will be very good
Mm,
stage. More and more
mm,
Taulu players, more and more Sanda players will come in next international competition and will get medal.
mm. So this is really a collective effort. More and more people starting to do this sport. Everybody is putting in a lot of effort to really promote this sport. So hopefully in the
Yeah,
next 5 years, we all can see the results and see many more Wushu athletes and bigger Wushu community in India.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, the next question. We have one question here. So you got many happy and proud moments in Wushu, but do you have any moment that you regret or any regret moments?
Yeah, when the most regretful moment when didn't get medal for my country. I tried so
Uh,
hard. Every time I tried so hard for that medals, but when I didn't get that, I was so, I got so regret that
mm,
I can do better. Like my event is going through flawlessly,
yeah.
and I did just one mistake, and by that mistake, I just put down my scores. So that time I
Mm.
regret too much.
Yeah, yeah. So really, as an athlete, when you work so hard for a goal, and then you were so close, like nearing it, and then just one step away, I think that would also lead to disappointment, right? And then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you will start to think, oh, what if I would have like done a bit more, a little bit better, and then yeah, you would have like gotten it. So this is really yeah, you can see Anjul is really very determined in
Yeah.
achieving his goal. Yeah, as you can see some of the comments, put there 加油 in Chinese, like press on. And we have comments like keep it up, don't give up. There's a lot of motivation for you. So a lot of people is cheering for you. So we are looking forward to your awesome achievement. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
So just one. Okay. We have a bit of time left, so probably we will get like probably one or two more questions. Okay. So this
Okay.
is a casual question. Okay. So since Wushu is about like martial arts, right? Self defense. Have you ever got into a fight before?
Yes, well, just one time I involved in a street fight. Like
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
hit, yeah, I hit one or two peoples
Okay. What
by
happened?
kick. That's just a bit fight. Like my because of my friend, I got into that fight. My childhood
Okay.
friend. Yeah.
Okay.
So that time I hit one or two people, and they went to the hospitals.
So you did that because you were trying to defend or protect your friend, right? Or you were the
Yeah,
first one
yeah,
to
yeah.
initiate
No, no,
the
no, no,
fight?
no. I was trying to stop that fight, but then
Ah,
the opponent hit me, and then the fight started.
okay, okay. So he's not the one that picked the fight, okay? It's because
Yeah,
he's trying to protect his friend and defend his
yeah,
friend. Okay, so
yeah.
he
But
has
just only one time, not then.
okay. We are
That.
not trying to encourage people to do that, but yeah,
Yeah,
because it's a question that people ask, we answer. Okay, we are just not trying to advocate fight because Ushu is really about self-defense, and we got to keep our cool, right? It's not
yeah,
used to attack or be aggressive towards people. Okay,
yeah.
so probably we can have one last question here. Okay, here. So have you ever played a martial artist role in a movie, or do you aspire to be a actor in the future?
No, no, no. I did a role in a movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
In an
awesome.
Indian Bollywood movie, I was as a stuntman or a martial art choreographer too.
Uh-huh. So, how
Yeah,
was the experience like? Was it
that
like a
was
dream
very
come
good.
true? Or,
No, 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 not that dream come true. It was like normal, but yeah,
okay,
being in cinema, it was really good.
you see yourself in the big screen, right? And then,
Yes,
wow,
yes, yes, yes.
everybody's attention is on you, and you get to be really cool, right? to
Yeah,
impress
yeah,
the viewers.
Yeah, that time I
Yeah.
did some stunts with swords and spears, and with the hero of the movie, I
Mm.
did some stunts there.
Oh. Could you share the name of the movies because we have some of the comments asking which movie so that they can actually look at it?
That movie's name is Ranveer the Marshal.
Okay, so those who are looking for the movie, you can watch that. Okay, so we are left with about 3 minutes. Okay, because the live itself is capped at 1 hour. So if I were to exceed, then they will auto cut away the session. Okay, okay. To end off, can we have a champion's message to all the beginner Wushuists out there? So is there any like message or any encouragement or any words that you would like to share with the beginners out there?
Uh, the message is very simple. Like, if you want to a true wushuist, you have to love your game. Like, you have to enjoy your
Yeah,
practice session. If you enjoying your practice session, yes, for sure you can become a great wushuist. And just
yeah,
obey your coach and just have full faith of your coach, because your coach is not always wrong. He's teaching you, like he have so many experience, so much of
correct.
experience he have, and he's sharing with you that experience. So obey your coach, just follow your coach, whatever he's saying, He's saying for your better future. And if you want to become a wushuist and you want to create your career in this game, then just love this game. It's very adventurous. It's very good. You have to learn so many things. And by this, you can get your name and fame among all the people.
Yeah, awesome words. Really, really good. A very good summary and a very good message across. Yeah, so we don't give up. Really, don't give up. You got to keep pressing on and trust your
Yeah.
coach. Okay, don't feel like the coach is always trying to torture you, trying to make
Yeah.
life miserable, because they are the one that hope to help you grow with all these challenges and training. All right, so these
Yes.
are
Yes. Yes.
really very wise words from our champion here. Okay, so take his words, do it. All right. Okay. So before we end off, all right, we would like to announce, or we would like to remind everybody there will be a second live session tomorrow. Okay, at 8 p.m. Okay, where we will actually invite World Wushu Champion Ega Marbello from Indonesia. All right. So there is a lot of questions coming in asking about Nantus, about how is the life like to be a world champ, and the motivation for him to train so hard. So stay tuned to tomorrow's episode. And once again, we would like to thank Andrew for joining us today at this live.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
So with that, we hope to see you guys once again tomorrow. All right. Thank you all, everybody. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay. See ya. See you.